Hello again, everyone, from the TD Garden. This is pop-up number 9, I believe. Colin Barkan doing all the hard work here at the Garden for us. I'm Paul McNamara from My Hockey Live, joined by, to my far right, the coach, Bob Conceition, longtime mentor of Burlington High. John McGuire in the house. And Evan Marinofsky from New England Hockey Journal is with us as well. But, fellas, let's talk about the second period and the whole game as a whole, to be redundant, of the D1 championship. St. John's Prep and Winchester High tied 1-1 after 2 periods of play.
I felt the second period was a great period for Winchester. Not just the fact that they got a goal to tie it, but the way they played. I think in a way they're doing the right thing. They're letting St. John's kind of do their thing. And they're getting their sticks in lanes. They're chipping pucks out. And then they got a goal on a power play that wasn't your traditional power play. It was a puck that just squirted through the crease, went through a Prep defenseman, and McCarthy was on the side, but he was behind the net. And those are the things you fool around with in practice to put the puck in the net, and you put it right into the corner of the net. Very, very impressive performance by Aiden Emmerich in the goal. Tough call at the end on the no goal. The puck was definitely under his pad. We heard the referee blow the whistle. I believe that's why it was no goal. I think the puck actually ended up in the net, but I think it was called off. It's a great hockey game. Winchester coaching staff right now is saying, listen, we're in this game. This is a Super 8 final. Ostensibly, it's a Super 8 final.
You're not allowed to say that.
All I'm saying is, the MIA doesn't like that.
Close enough.
But it's a Super 8 final. It's not a D1 final where the Catholic teams are out of it. In Winchester, that's what I would be saying to my guys. In Winchester's playing an emotional but disciplined game, and that's what I like about their game plan right now.
I think that's the way they played the whole tournament.
Yes.
To me, what's interesting is things are going Winchester's way. Puck bounces are going their way.
Yes.
Obviously the power play goal. I love that they put Krogmeyer, the defenseman, in front of the net. He's so big and he provides a good screen. But really nice pass. You mentioned it across to McCarthy, but. Puck bounces, that play at the end there, the ref was on the other side of Emmerich and was emphatic about no goal. And to me, things are just going Winchester's way. And I think that's one of the telling things in this game that I think is a good sign if you're Winchester.
Yes.
If you're in this, you're getting heavily outshot. Emmerich is playing outstanding. He has had some incredible saves. He had one on Cooper Hosmer. I think that hit his skate as he went across and then gloved down the chance from Cam Umla. So Emmerich's been outstanding. Things are going Winchester's way. I think if you're the Prep, I think that, there's a bit of nerves in this, right? I mean, you're the heavy favorite. It's 1-1. The goalie's saving everything. And I think that's really, to me, been the story. Emmerich, and things are going Winchester's way.
And when a goalie is stoning you, Bob, you've coached a couple of years. You know this.
Few years.
The forwards, even as talented as they are, start thinking twice about plays and saying
it becomes mental. It becomes a mental thing, and you can see it with the Prep. They're losing the puck a little bit more than they are not being crisp with their passes, and that, they know they're being challenged. Okay, so let's see if they can come up. If they're a really good team, they're a number 1 team, they're a championship team. They will respond to that type of, or it will end up as another tight third period that could go either way, and could go into overtime.
I think what's an interesting thing, though, real quick, that shows their St. John's Prep's frustrations, on that play at the end there when Vanna was poking at it, it didn't go in. Vanna was emphatic. I mean, emphatic that it went in. He was kind of going like that, just moving his arms and stuff, which makes sense, and they're passionate. But you can tell the frustration setting in for St. John's Prep in that sense.
Two things to follow up on that. Jake Vanna is as honest a player and honest an athlete as you'll ever find.
Oh, God, yeah.
And he would not, again, I'm not trying to make him out to be a saint, but he plays every sport he plays so hard and so well. And I think your point, Evan, he was emphatic. He thought it was in legally and honestly, and that's why he was frustrated. He knew the puck was loose, and maybe he didn't hear the whistle. But the other thing is, it proves the only way you're going to beat a goalie like Emmerich when he's hot like this, we have goaltenders on the staff. They know this. And 2 of them right in front of us here. Greasy goals are good goals.
Yeah.
They stink for a goalie, but sometimes, I don't care how talented, how number 1 you are, greasy in the paint goals, that's a basketball term, but you get in front, you get hit, but it could go in off your elbow or off your knee pad or off anything. and it counts, and that's important.
To your
for
point,
both teams, really.
To your point, Emmerich is really seeing the puck.
Yes.
He's really seeing the puck.
Yes.
The one goal was deflected, but he's really seeing the puck. At the beginning of the game, the Prep forwards were converging on that net when the puck went. They're nowhere near the front. They have to get in front of that net because he's going to stop those shots. He's in that zone where he's playing confidently.
His positioning is unbelievable.
Coolly and calmly about it, and they have to take his eyes away.
If SJP is to win this game, take the eyes away, crash the net, and you've got to try to get to tip pucks in like they did on the first goal. That's how you're going to score them.
And if you're Winchester, you have to stay out of the penalty box.
Yes.
Because that would be the death knell if they get 1 or 2 power plays. So the teams are about to come back on the ice for the third period, and maybe there'll be more. It's 1-1 after 2 periods of play in the D1 championship game. Winchester 1, St. John's Prep 1. It's great to have you with us here on Championship Sunday, which, by the way, is St. Patrick's Day. Evan Marinofsky from New England Hockey Journal, Bob Conceition, the coach. We'll come back after the third period, whether it is the last period or we may see more in this D1 game. Thanks for being with us on My Hockey Live's YouTube channel on Championship Sunday from the Garden.